Hey, first grade friends, welcome back to another week of opinion writing, where we're going to write about which of the five senses we think is the best or the most important. And so we've been reading poems that use all those sensory words that really appeal to each of our senses of sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch. And so now your job is to write to answer, in your opinion, which of your five senses is the most important. State your opinion and be sure to include a reason and a closing sentence. Well, friends, you can choose the sense of sight that helps you see, the sense of smell that helps you smell things, the sense of hearing, which helps you hear sounds, the sense of taste, which helps you taste things in your mouth, or the sense of touch that helps you feel things. And once you've selected your sense that you think is the most important, then you're going to use your Oreo planning page to help you plan out your response. So I'm in my blue ELA spiral and I'm on page 109. And you'll notice we have our Oreo cookie again. Notice that the Oreo cookie starts with our opinion on the top and it's going to end with our opinion on the bottom. But this is a double stuffed Oreo, and so we're going to have to include a reason and an example to really convince our reader of why our opinion is valid. So in my opinion, I think the most important sense is actually touch. So I'm not going to write a huge sentence here. I'm just going to write touch. That way, when I go back to this tomorrow, I'll remember that in my opinion, touch is the most important sense. But I've got to be able to give a reason and an example. My reason is that touching certain textures makes me feel calm. So I'm going to write touching calm, happy. Think about, at least for me, you guys know that I have 3 cats and they're so soft and fluffy. And whenever I'm having a hard day and I go home and I give them a big hug or a bunch of little pets, it just makes me feel so calm and happy. So that's going to be my example. I'm going to say that petting my cats is one of those things that makes me feel so calm and happy. And that's very important to me. Sometimes life is hard, right, friends? And you need something that's going to keep you calm and not so nervous all the time. And if that's touching something that helps you feel relaxed, then go for it. My Oreo cookie is then going to be completed when I restate my opinion from the top. So now you know why I think touch is the best sense, or the most important sense. So now that I've planned out my response, I'm going to tell my reader that in my opinion, touch is the most important sense. My reason is that touching makes me feel calm and happy. For example, when I'm petting my cats, their soft fur makes me feel so relaxed. Now you know why touch is the most important sense. So now that I've made my plan, I'm flipping over in my blue ELA spiral, or if you're using a piece of paper, just use a sheet of paper and use the top. I'm on page 110, and I've got my rectangle up here that I'm going to use to draw a picture. And that picture is not only going to help me make a plan of what my response is going to be, but it's really going to help my reader understand my opinion as well. So I'm going to draw a picture of, I think, me and one of my cats. I'm going to start by drawing one of the kitty cats. Here's his head, little triangles for his ears. Now, if you don't have cats, then make sure that you're not drawing a picture of you petting cats, because you probably don't do that to help you stay calm. This should be what your opinion is. And your opinion is, if it's different than mine, that's awesome. That's what is so cool about having opinions. We can all have different opinions. And then he just needs some whiskers. And I'll go back and I'll color him in realistically. And here, I'm going to label him my cat. But I have to pet him, right? Okay, so how can I show this? I think I'm going to show, let's see. I'm going to bend over. I'm going to show my head. I'll give myself some hair. Here's my body, my legs. I made them really big compared to me. That's okay. We're going with it. And I'm going to pet, I love petting their heads, especially in between their ears. So soft, friends. And I have to give myself a face, like sideways here. And my glasses, of course. And give me some hair, my little bun on top of my head, give me an ear. Perfect. Label me. And so now you can see, oh my gosh, Miss Burns really loves petting her cat. It makes her so happy. Look at that big old smile on her face. Maybe we need a nose too. We'll give me a little nose. Perfect. So now, friends, I've showed my opinion in my picture. Now, if you say that maybe taste is your favorite, or you think taste is the most important sense, you're probably going to show a picture of you tasting something, or maybe a picture of your favorite food. If you say hearing is the most important, you're probably going to show us a picture of some type of sound you love to hear. And once you get that drawn, you're going to go back in with your colored pencils or your crayons or your markers and start coloring this in. Two of my cats are orange, Baby Lobster and Punji, so I'll go back and color them in. You get what I'm saying. I'm going to go back in, friends, and color this in realistically, and then you all can start adding your picture that shows your opinion of the best sense to your page as well. Then tomorrow, friends, we'll start actually writing our paragraph.